of the LGBTQ community and has volunteered her time to work with refugee camps. Panama.
Paraguay. 26-year-old Paraguay has a degree in physiotherapy and specializes in facial muscular release and Pilates. She's proud of her volunteer work with a foundation that provides education and medical care for her country's children. Paraguay.
Peru. Peru was a top student at her university and graduated with a degree in business administration. This 26-year-old is one of several women in her family to compete in pageants and was a competitive volleyball player for 7 years. Peru.
Philippines was recently named a Sustainable Development Goals Ambassador and received an award from the UN. This 23-year-old animal lover says that becoming a professional model at the age of 15 has been one of her proudest achievements. Philippines.
Poland. Poland hosted a travel show and is currently a senior cabin crew member and ambassador for an airline. This well-traveled 28-year-old spends nearly 900 hours in the air every year and has visited close to 40 countries. Poland.
Portugal. This is not only Portugal's first time in Atlanta, it's the first time she's been out of Europe. This 20-year-old speaks 2 languages fluently and understands 2 more, and she spends her spare time playing tennis and swimming. Portugal.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a former volleyball player who is contemplating a career in politics. This 24-year-old created a campaign that works with domestic violence victims, helping boost their self-esteem through workshops. Puerto Rico.
Romania recently finished her master's degree, graduating from a prestigious university in China. This 26-year-old was able to start reading and writing Mandarin in 9 months and speaks 5 languages overall. Romania.
St. Lucia. St. Lucia is a steel pan player who has competed at carnival competitions for 8 years. Advocating for climate-resilient countries is important to this 23-year-old, as one bad hurricane could set her country's socioeconomic development back 50 years. St. Lucia.
Let's welcome back Nepal, Netherlands, New Zealand, Nicaragua, Nigeria, Norway, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Philippines, Poland, Portugal, Puerto Rico, Romania, and St. Lucia. With Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is proud to be the first female in her family to attend college. This 22-year-old is studying procurement, logistics, and supply, and wants to start a fashion line and eventually host her own TV show called Moments with Marie. Sierra Leone.
Singapore. 24-year-old Singapore reduces waste by traveling with her own reusable utensils. Ultimately, she'd like to reduce dependency on commercially produced foods and improve the sustainability of the global food ecosystem. Singapore.
Republic. Slovak Republic coordinates meetings and workshops for young women who struggle with eating disorders. This 24-year-old leads an active lifestyle and encourages women to compete in pageants to gain respect for themselves and others. Slovak Republic.
South Africa. South Africa grew up in a rural village and had to leave school early because she couldn't afford the fees. Thanks to pageantry, she was given an opportunity to return to the classroom and earn her public relations diploma. South Africa.
Spain. Spain is a former Girl Scout who enjoys the great outdoors. This 20-year-old vegetarian has spent a lot of time hiking the mountains and has spent many nights under the sky with just a sleeping bag or a hammock. Spain.
Sweden. Sweden once won a singing competition and enjoys the way music makes her feel. After losing her grandmother to Alzheimer's, this 22-year-old began visiting nursing homes to sing to others who suffer from the disease. Sweden.
Tanzania. Tanzania volunteers at a local center where she spends time with sick and underprivileged children. This 23-year-old netball player is extremely passionate about climate change and sees herself as the next Greta Thunberg. Tanzania.
Thailand. Thailand started the We Are One campaign, promoting inclusivity for underprivileged children through sports, art, and music. This philanthropic 26-year-old's other project, ABLE, works to improve the self-esteem of people with disabilities. Thailand.
Turkey studied at 3 different universities, but was still able to earn her honors law degree in 4 years. This 23-year-old plans to get her master's in children's rights, so she can stand up for disadvantaged children around the world. Turkey.
Ukraine. Ukraine's career as a model was temporarily derailed when she was diagnosed with Bell's palsy 3 years ago. This 26-year-old remained positive and recovered quickly thanks to acupuncture and other medical treatment. Ukraine.
Uruguay. 21-year-old Uruguay speaks 3 languages fluently and is currently studying 2 others. She is an advocate for environmental protection and she hopes to bring up more attention to the effects of marine pollution. Uruguay.
USA. 28-year-old USA overcame stress fractures in her spine to become a Division I track star. She's an ambassador for Dress for Success, an organization that empowers women to achieve economic independence. USA.
U.S. Virgin Islands. 28-year-old U.S. Virgin Islands is actively involved with the Boys and Girls Clubs, where she mentors children and assists them with their everyday lives. She's trained in classical piano and has received numerous competition awards. U.S. Virgin Islands.
Venezuela. Venezuela wants to promote courage and resilience in her country's youth. This 20-year-old former teacher spends her free time helping children with their homework and wants to eventually create her own clothing line. Venezuela.
Vietnam. 27-year-old Vietnam was born into poverty, growing up in a rural area where gender discrimination still exists. She proudly beat the odds, becoming an international model and funding her own non-profit organization. Vietnam. #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1 #1
Let's welcome back Sierra Leone, Singapore, Slovak Republic, South Africa, Spain, Sweden, Tanzania, Thailand, Turkey, Ukraine, Uruguay, USA, U.S. Virgin Islands, Venezuela, and Vietnam. Well, that brings us to the end of the evening gown competition. Let's give one more round of applause for all the ladies.
Let's hear it once again for all of our amazing contestants and the wonderful selection committee tonight. Remember, this year, you can vote for one of the 90 delegates into the semifinals. Just head to vote.missuniverse.com for more information.
That's right. And how about a hand for my incredible co-host this evening, Catriona Gray. Be sure to follow all the action, learn more about the contestants, and watch the next Miss Universe's journey by following @MissUniverse on all social media accounts.
And be sure to tune in to the Miss Universe telecast live from the Tyler Perry Studios right here in Atlanta, Georgia on Sunday, December 8th at 7/6 Central, live on Fox.
Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Good night, everyone.